A Fox News alert, a brand new House GOP impeachment report finding that Joe Biden committed impeachable offenses that financially helped his family but hurt the country. The report states, quote, in certain circumstances, the president may be impeached for the actions of subordinate officials. The totality of the corrupt conduct uncovered by the committees is egregious. President Joe Biden conspired to commit influence peddling and grift. In doing so, he abused his office and by lying repeatedly about his abuse of office has defrauded the United States to enrich his family.
Pam Bondi is a former Florida attorney general and a Trump campaign surrogate, and she joins us now. Pam, good morning to you. So this report is coming out on the same day that Joe Biden is going to be passing the baton on over to Kamala Harris with a speech that he's giving tonight. But what do you think about the content in this report and where things go from here?
You know, Carly, much of it is shocking, but some is not surprising. You know, Fox has done great reporting on this over the years, and it's really frightening for the American people because what this report says is while Joe Biden was vice president, his family, they were living a very lavish lifestyle, we all know, and they took $27 million from foreign individuals and foreign entities, $27 million. And then they said $8.5 million were in loans, yet there's no documentation of these loans, and none of the loans, of course, were ever repaid. So it dealt with countries like Ukraine, we all know, Romania, Kazakhstan, Russia, China. You know, it's very frightening for national security. And we also know that he took documents home while he was vice president, very sensitive classified documents that he had no legal right as vice president to do. So it's very troubling. And, you know, it's extremely dangerous for our national security and the American people.
Yeah, you just wonder where it goes from here because Republicans do not want to give Kamala the power of incumbency if they were able to ultimately impeach Joe Biden and get him out between now and, January, which does not look like timing-wise it could happen. No. Timing-wise happening this week, we got a DNC convention. It's happening beginning in a few hours. Chicago preparing to host, but this after 23 people are shot, 5 fatally, over the weekend. Pam, the Chicago mayor is going to address the convention literally in a matter of hours. This is his city. His policies are on full display. Is this a good representation of what the American people should want to happen in their city?
Well, you know, it should frighten the American people, and it's very troublesome for all the citizens who live in Chicago. And remember, this mayor replaced Lori Lightfoot, who is one of the worst mayors in the history of our country, in my opinion. And yeah, it's a safety issue. This is the party. This party does not believe in police. They don't believe putting a bigger police presence on the streets will protect people from crime. And yet they're holding a convention. So what they do is they board up the businesses to prevent crime from happening. It's not a good look for Chicago, and it's not going to be safe for the people of Chicago. So let's see what happens. There's going to be a ton of protesters. There already are. And it's just a very dangerous situation. And the last thing you want at any convention is anyone getting hurt or injured, guys.
The president of the city's largest police union says that most officers are holding their breaths, worried and nervous about the convention. So we will wait, watch, and see what happens both politically this week and with the protests as well. Pam, thank you so much for joining us.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.